song. Do you guys have any requests for tonight? Any favorite restorative poses or any poses really?
I think the mid lower back, so maybe some like twists.
Sure, yeah, definitely. I'm feeling, it's interesting because it is a full moon tonight, but I'm still feeling the energy not high. Like it feels muted to me a little bit. Like, there is the it's supposed to be kind of a fiery new or full moon of pushing things forward. Maybe, and I'm sure that's happening underneath everything. But it may be the shortening days that are making everything feel to me like a little slower. So I don't know if that's the kind of vibe that you guys are feeling.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. We'll start actually then also just to get into the mid back a little bit before we do some twists. We're going to start with one block on the medium setting and one block on the low setting. And go ahead and come back on the block so that this first block is right underneath the shoulder blades. So bra strap line is where you want the top of that block. So you'll come down, and then the second block, you'll want to shift around a little bit just to get it right under the head so that it feels comfortable. And then from here, the arms come out from the shoulders. And then you have choices with the legs. The legs can go out long. You can keep the soles of the feet on the earth. And you can bring soles of the feet as wide as the mat if you'd like, with the knees in for a little extra low back support. And the third option is to bring soles of the feet together, knees wide, Supta Baddha Konasana. So just tuning in and noticing what your body is asking for. Remembering that one option is not better than another, even if it's more intense or less intense. It's all about what the body is asking for tonight in this moment. And once you find that space on the mat, start to find the breath, feeling the breath come into the belly and release fully from the belly. We'll take a few cleansing breaths together. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold it at the top for a moment and then sigh it out the mouth. 2 more big breaths like this. Deep inhale in through the nose. Hang out at the top for a moment and then deep breath out. One more like that. Deep breath in. Hold at the top. And deep breath out. Nice. And really let the body sink down towards the earth here. Feeling all the points of contact between yourself and the earth. Backs of the thighs. Backs of the hands. The heels. And imagine with each in-breath, it's as though the earth could come and cradle you up. And with each exhale, you can choose to surrender down and in a little bit more. Inhaling and feeling her support. Exhaling and letting the body soften down. Noticing if there's any residual feeling states from the day. They're arising, let them be there. Noticing if any emotions are bubbling to the surface. Noticing if there's a to-do list running or anything that just happened in the past week running, and see if you can set those down, knowing that if anything is really needed, you can pick it back up on the way out the door. Taking a few more breaths in the stillness. Bring palm on palm, thumbs into the heart. Anjali Mudra. And we'll sync our energy tonight with a single Om. Exhale out all of your air. We inhale together to Om. Let the fingertips drop down by the hips. Feel any lingering vibrations. Gently come off the props and back onto the back. Whenever you'd like to do that. Bringing soles of the feet to earth. Taking a few little swipes of the knees from side to side, a little windshield wiper action. Couple more to each side, making sure that you feel complete. Pause back in the middle. Gather the knees into the chest here for a moment. Give yourself a nice little squeeze, a little roll of the knees in one direction. And roll of the knees in the opposite direction. Inhale and bring the right knee in towards you. Left foot can go straight out from the hip, or the sole of the foot can stay on the earth here for a moment. Lift the foot up towards the ceiling. Catch hold of the back of the right thigh. Giving yourself a nice little stretch. Knee can be bent here a little bit as much as you need. Pointing the toes and flexing through the toes. We'll roll of the ankle in one direction and roll of the ankle in the other direction. One more deep breath with the heel towards the ceiling. And exhale. Bring the knee in back towards you. Straighten the left leg out if you don't have it straight on the mat. And then swipe the knee a little bit across the body, side to side, just feeling a little bit of opening into that right hip flexor. Take a deep breath in, bringing the knee in towards the armpit, and exhale, bring the knee over to the left, finding a twist here. Looking over the right shoulder. Breathing into the right ribs, into the right hip. Really feeling the breath gently press open that space. One more deep breath in here. And exhale. Inhale, bring the knee back to the chest. Stretch the leg straight out from the hip. And walk the feet over to the right edge of the mat. Finding right foot over left. And then walk the shoulders slightly over to the right, finding a nice little crescent shape, crescent moon. then with the arms, you can catch hold of opposite elbows or opposite wrists, just finding again that crescent shape, keeping the shoulders on the earth. Deep breath into the left side body here. And exhale. A few more breaths here, just feeling the opening through the left side body, left hip. One more big breath here. And release. Bring the torso back to the center, release the feet. We'll go straight into the other side. Gently walking the feet over to the left corner of the mat. This time left foot over right. Torso angles slightly over to the left. And then again, you can catch hold of opposite elbows or opposite wrists. Or you can find a cactus in the arms. Feeling the breath permeate into the right side of the body. Pressing right ribs open gently with the breath. One more deep breath in here. And exhale. Release the feet if they have a bind. Release the torso back to center. Bring soles of feet to the earth once again. And then catch hold of the back of the left leg. Lift the left heel all the way up to the ceiling. Point to the left toe. Flex the left toe. Right foot can stay on the earth or it can stretch long. By right foot, I mean right leg. Finding a little roll of the ankle in one direction, and roll of the ankle in the other direction. One more breath here. And bend the knee, bring it in towards you, straighten the right leg if it's not. Start to find a little sway of the knee side to side, feeling into that left hip flexor. Deep inhale, bringing knee towards armpit, and exhale, bring the left knee across the body to the right. Finding a twist on this side, looking over the left shoulder. And breathing into the left ribs, into the left hip. One more big breath in here. And let it go. Inhale, bring the knee back to center. Bring both soles of feet to the earth. And then open up through the knees. Bring soles of feet to touch. Butterfly. Supta Baddha Konasana. Finding a little opening through the hips. The upper body, you can find a cactus or a T shape. Just noticing what might feel good here. Or perhaps the hands want to come to the belly. Feeling the breath rise and fall. When you're inhaling, know that you're inhaling. And when you're exhaling, know that you're exhaling. And catch hold of the thighs, bring the knees back in towards you. Bring knees over to one side, and then just gently roll over, curling in on yourself, pausing, breathing. And gently come up to sit. Maybe bringing block or blanket underneath the hips. Finding cross-legged seats. Start to find hip circles in one direction. Breathing into any creakiness here. Pause, coming to center. Inhale and float the fingertips up to the sky. And exhale, twist to the right. Adding a little bit of length in the spine with the inhale. With the exhale, a little bit of a deepening in the twist. Maybe the head turns all the way to the right. Perhaps the gaze follows. Breathing here deeply and evenly. Your next inhale, left fingertips float open over, so the back fingertips float open over. Take a breath into the right side body. And exhale, bring the hand across the knee. Take a deep breath in between the shoulder blades. And exhale, bring backs of hands to touch. And inhale, open up through the chest. Exhale, curl. Inhale, open through the heart. Exhale, curl it in. One last time, inhaling, floating open. Exhale, curling in, pause. Inhale, float the hands to the sky. And exhale, float them all the way back down, feeling the whole way down. Switch the cross of the legs. Start to find hip circles in the other direction. Slow or as fast as feels good in the body. And pausing in the center. Inhale, float the fingertips to the sky. Exhale, twist to the left. Light touch of the fingertips behind you. Nice long spine. Continuing to breathe in the length. Finding a little depth with the exhale. Again, you can turn the head all the way over to the right. Gaze can follow. And the next inhale, left fingertips come up and overhead. Take a breath in here. And then exhale them across the body. Inhaling into the back body. And exhaling. Backs of hands touch. Inhale, float to the sky, open through the heart. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, floating open. Exhaling, curling in. Floating open, heart broadens. Exhale, contract in and release the hands. Inhale, float them to the sky. And exhale, release the wings back down to the earth. Pause, come up and over the shin, tabletop here. Deep breath in here. And exhale. Inhale, open through the heart. Exhale, curl it in. Few more times with your breath. And coming back into neutral spine. Inhale and float the right fingertips open to the sky. Little roll of the wrist. And then float them underneath the left armpit. Right ear to the earth. From here, left fingertips can stretch out to the left corner of the mat. Or come to a half bind, just considering what feels good in your body here. Again, finding breath into that space between the shoulder blades, the back body, place we don't typically breathe into very much during our daily lives. We have the half bind, release it down to the earth. Drag the left hand in front of the face, press it into the earth, and inhale right fingertips to the sky. Exhale, release them down. One cat-cow here, opening through the heart and contracting it. Coming back to neutral. Inhale, left fingertips to the sky. Little wrist roll. And exhale, bring the hand underneath the right armpit, threading the needle. Left ear to the earth. Right hand to corner of mat or half bind on this side. Choosing on this side, it might be different. And just breathing. You have the half bind, release it down to the earth. Drag right hand in front of the face, press it into the mat. Inhale, left fingertips to the sky. And exhale, release it down. And simply come to sit for a moment and to move towards our restorative portion of the evening. So, first pose will be a bit of setup. You're going to take actually the same thing we did with the blocks. One on the medium setting, one on the low. We'll grab the bolster, place it on top. We'll ramp. And you'll grab a blanket and open it up twice from where you found it. So like this little long rectangle. And roll it on the long edge. And bring it in front of you. You'll want your sacrum to be about a fist distance away from the bolster. Bring soles of feet to touch. And they don't have to be really close to the body. They can be far away. Put the blanket on top of the feet and then tuck the blanket into the calves and the shins here. And then lay back on the bolster, opening up through the chest. If you're really juicy and comfy, if for any reason it doesn't, let me know. I'm happy to help make it feel juicy and comfy. And if you start to feel a little cold and you need a blanket to cover yourself with, just wave a hand at me and I will come do that for you. Let yourself be taken care of a little bit. Otherwise, sink down, sink in. Take a gentle breath into the belly and let it go. Wiggle the fingertips and the toes a little here. And moving slowly, as though you're moving through honey. Start to catch hold of the thighs and bring them together with the hands, making as little effort as possible, bringing soles of feet to the earth. Just pausing. And gently noticing how far off you are from the earth. Roll over to one side, letting the props fall as they really might. And again, pressing a hand out to the earth. Slowly press yourself up just to see where we're headed next. I'm going to take one of the blocks at the top of the mat and keep it flat. Move the bolster so that it's parallel to the edge of the mat. And grab a blanket and place it over the top of the block for some padding. Making sure that there's some space between the block and the bolster. Probably about 6 inches or so. And bringing the hip all the way up to the bolster. The knees can be stacked or there can be a little bit of space between the knees. You may also want to play with the idea of a blanket between the knees, just seeing what you need here. And then taking a breath in, leaning the side body up and over the bolster, turning the shoulder and the head toward the knee, laying the head down. And letting the top arm just drape down. And once again, sinking in.
Take a sweet breath into the belly. And let it go. Bringing one hand forward, but you can press it into the earth. Really gently, slowly start to press yourself up slightly. Just enough so that you can shift the knees to the other side. Again, moving slowly with as little effort as possible.
Nestling the hip into the bolster. Finding a deep breath in. Pouring the side body down. Turning the shoulder. And turning the head towards the knee. Take a gentle breath into the belly and fully release it. And walking the top hand in, pressing it gently into the earth. Start to come up. Again, moving slow, steady, maybe pausing as you come up. Move towards our last pose. Already? Yeah. We'll bring blocks in a tall setting. Bring them just slightly towards each other so they're not exactly parallel. Place the bolster on top. And start to walk the sacrum towards the bolster blocks. If you'd like, you can also grab a blanket and place it on the mat behind you so that you have a place to land with the head. And bring calves up and over. And adjust as needed. Placing hands on the belly or on the earth. And you're welcome to do full legs up the walls, like Michelle, I think, is going to. Is that what you're doing?
Oh, no, I just felt I came out.
Okay. You can also do the medium setting if this feels too unsteady. And then just take a moment to consider if you would like a final hands-on adjustment with a little bit of essential oil. And if the answer is yes, place a hand over the heart for just a moment so I can see. Hand over the heart is opting into touch. Thank you for your choices. Go ahead and relax if you have a hand on the heart. Just gonna settle in. Take a deep breath into the belly and gently let it go. One more deep breath in right here, right in this sweet moment. Start to wiggle out the fingertips and the toes. Let the head rock from side to side. Bring the arms up and overhead. Give yourself a nice stretch. And bring soles of the feet to the bolster. And gently roll over onto one side, curling in on yourself, pausing there for a moment. Pausing, curled it, looking in on your own heart. Give yourself gratitude for coming to your mat tonight to slow down and give the body some nourishing rest. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And gently, slowly press yourself up to a seat. Keeping eyes closed or half gaze. Inhale and float the fingertips up to the sky. Palms meet, thumbs through the forehead, nose, lips, and heart center. We'll seal our practice the way we began, but this time with a very soft Om. Take a deep breath in and exhale it. We inhale together to Om. Bow the forehead down, heart meeting mind. Thank you so much for being here, for bringing your energy into this group and into this space. The light that shines in me deeply honors and sees the light that shines in you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thanks for being here. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm back tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. If you're feeling like I'm doing flow early in the morning, and it's so painful now that it's dark. Otherwise, have a good night and be careful getting home in your floaty state.
Yeah, thank you.
You're so welcome.